everyone, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining, welcome. If you're a previous subscriber or you are coming from a previous video on my channel, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to continue on with the English paper piecing series that I have started. And today will be part 4. And what we'll be doing today is we're going to be auditioning your hexagons. And what I mean by that is if you are making a pattern on your own by not using like an established pattern that gives you the layout for your hexagons, you're going to want to lay out your hexagons and decide how you want to sew them together. And this is a really good step that this All Points Patchwork talks about. And she has a really nice selection in the book that it tells you to lay out your patches first. And that lets you know that you don't accidentally sew one piece in the wrong spot. And what I mean by that and what she means by that is when you lay out your hexagons, if you don't want two colors that are really close to each other, or you want to kind of break it up a little bit, you're going to basically be auditioning your hexagons to find the layout that you like best. And I'm going to show you a little kind of idea that I have in my head. And I'm thinking what I want to do with this particular small project is I want to possibly make a small makeup bag. And what I thought I would do is I would kind of do something similar to how when I talked about at the beginning that the popular pattern that first was started was called Grandma's Garden, I believe it was called. And this is or Grandma's Flower Garden, I'm sorry. So this is kind of what I'm thinking of doing is a design like this, but kind of like expanding on it just a little bit. And I'm going to show you how I'm thinking of laying out my pieces. So I have done 15 of each of my colors of my floral, my gray and yellow and white floral, then my solid gray, and then my white. And I think what I want to do is I definitely want to create some type of flower. And where on Grandma's Flower Garden, you have your flower in the middle, and then either it is surrounded by greens or whites. And I'm just going to stick with my color pattern. And I think what I want to do is I just want to create a white flower. So I'm going to lay out my hexagons and I'm going to create my flower first. And my fingers are not working today. And we're just going to create our flower first. And from there, what I want to do is, I'm not sure if I want to create a larger petal, like, okay, how did I do that? Okay, so that one, and that one, and this one. I don't know if I want to lay it out kind of like a snowflake, or if I just want to keep it as the single flower. Now, what I could do is I could go ahead and make it a larger flower and kind of double all the way around. Let's see, so start here, all the way around. And I may not have enough hexagons for this created yet, but that's kind of like a really big flower. So I can already see that I don't think I like that because it kind of loses the yellow one in the center. So I think I just want to go ahead and stay with the small flower. Okay. So then what I want to do is, do I like this piece or do I like something else that I have? So I'm going to look, and I kind of like this one because it kind of does have a flower center. So that might be a nice piece. But then I may want something that's just a bit more brighter. So out of the pieces that I have, I think I like maybe this one. And then I lay it and I think, well, okay, is it going to be washed out when I add more colors to it? So do I want to stay with a brighter pattern? So I think I definitely do want to go with something that's just a bit more brighter. So again, it doesn't get lost in the center. So I'm going to move those aside. And I think now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and create my garden path. But I don't know if I want to build all the way around it. So I may just, let's see. I know I want this to be a large bag that I can use to store things in, maybe a travel makeup bag. And I want it to be, let's see here. I think I want it to be one flower and then, so we're going to put a gray all the way around. So this would kind of be, the gray would kind of be my path around the flower. And now I'm thinking that I don't really like the white. Do I think that I would want a brighter by using some of the colors? I'm not really sure. So I'm going to try this next. So I like the idea of the gray as my path around my flower because that kind of gives me like a stone or like a cobblestone path maybe around the flower. And then do I want to create, say, more flower beds around it? So do I want to add more of the flowers? So we're just going to kind of play with it and see, just kind of keep working through to see what you like best. I'm still not sure if I like the idea of the white flower. Okay, so now I already think that, do I want my top of my bag to stop here? And I would then work some half hexagons in here. Let's see. Do I want that? So I'm going to just kind of keep playing with it to see what I like. And maybe I don't even like the idea of the gray. Maybe I want to go ahead and do the expand on the flower. I want it to really kind of like pop, and I'm not sure. Let's see. So this is really good where you're just auditioning and you're just going to play with it until you find what you like best. And okay, I think I do like this layout better because it is going to be brighter. And well, let's put a brighter one right there. We need something a little more brighter in that spot. Okay, I think I like this layout a lot better because the flowers it's not getting lost in the center of the gray. Now what I think I want to do is I'm going to save my additional pieces. And I think now I do like the idea of building the rest of the pattern out with the gray. So the body of my design around my flower is going to be like, say like a cobblestone path. Do I want to have gray on the outside? I'm not sure yet. So again, I'm still going to kind of audition it a little bit. And I definitely like the flower the way it is now. So I'm definitely going to keep it that way. I am liking this layout a lot better. So what I would do is I would just kind of build out on my gray now. And I would do some fill-in portions because I don't know if I want the edge of the flower on the edge of my bag that I'll be making, or if I want it on the center. I'm kind of thinking off center. So this kind of just gives you a little idea to definitely audition your blocks, and I would highly recommend that make enough blocks up to let you figure out how you're going to do the main portion. So I'm going to go ahead and take these ones off. Like I said, make enough blocks, and I definitely like this layout. So I'll create more of my hexagons in the gray so I can continue on here. And when we get to squaring up your design, I would add some like half hexagons in here, things like that. But that's jumping ahead a little too much. But yeah, so you definitely want to audition your hexagons to find out what you're going to, the layout that you're going to sew them in. If any of you have any questions, please comment down below. And again, if you don't want to leave a comment down below, you can always email me at jsnc18@gmail.com. And in our next video, I am going to show you how to start sewing your actual hexagons together. Stay tuned for that video, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.